I'm going to do a few little demonstrations here of tree drawing for tree anatomy. I'm working from some photos. It's better to work from life, but it's easier to work from photos, especially here. This is a little awkward. I'm kind of looking through the camera and drawing around it, so I'll do the best I can. This tree, the one on the left, fortuitously, is a whole lot like a lollipop tree. So if we imagine our lollipop tree sort of like that, with the trunk, well, it's a little more square. It comes up a little further here, out there. So lightly indicate where it deviates from that basic form. Try not to make things too regular. This goes in here, this comes down here. And remember to leave a few sky holes. There's a little one here. There aren't too many on this tree, but fewer the better. Okay, that's kind of the basic outline there. And then, don't get crazy. You can't do every little leaf, but you can make it a little less regular. Just an indication that this is a tree. And this works really good if you do it in pencil first and then do your outer drawing in pen, and then you can erase the pencil completely. Now this pine is pretty close to your basic Charlie Brown Christmas tree shape. A little more rounded at the top. It's got a branch that, as I said before, and I get myself in trouble, remember the center line. Especially on a conifer. Okay, I'm just going to do enough to give you a basic idea of the shape and the technique. You can make these as elaborate or simple as you want. Okay, now what happens if we have a tree that isn't amenable to a lollipop tree? Like this fellow here. Oop, don't go away. Well, in this case, I'm going to start with the trunk and lightly indicate where that goes, and then kind of block in the outside. We have a branch that comes off down here lower, and some more foliage. So again, with these, I'm not trying necessarily to do a realistic depiction of the tree. I'm just trying to get an overall diagrammatic Okay, now these were done with this mechanical pencil with 7mm HB lead. It's a little hard. Might be better to use a softer type of pencil for some of this stuff. Or what I find really good for indicating trees quickly, or anything else for that matter, is the water-soluble pen, like this Pilot Razor Point 2, and then you use a water brush. And you can get line and tone very easily. Now, I'm going to really simplify this. I wish I had a more simple white pine to work from. But I'm going to try and keep myself out of trouble here by indicating this center trunk line right off the bat. You get it, just try and get that sweeping motion. Don't worry too much if you don't get every branch. I'm not going to on this, that's for sure. But remember to plan ahead and leave your sky holes. Try and avoid the trap of putting things at the same level. This tree actually does have both branches meeting at the same level on the bottom, but often they're not. And you know, you don't want to have branch on this side, branch on this side, branch on that side, branch on that side. They tend to alternate on the tree in real life. And then I'm going to indicate a little tone here. Keep this simple so you don't run out of patience and I don't run out of energy. Now the trick with the water brush, always put the cap there, otherwise you end up losing it in the leaves. The other trick with the water brush is do it lightly. Don't want to dwell on it, just hit it quick. Keep it moving. And the great thing is that you have line and tone with the same tool pretty much at the same time. That's greatly simplified, but gives the general impression. And of course, you can always fill in a little background, but the less the better. And actually, this is supposed to be a tree drawing anatomy exercise, so I'll restrain myself. Okay.